once written off, a casualty of a sport where fate fades quickly after a few setbacks. Dubois has rebounded with a vengeance, riding a 3-fight win streak since his loss to Usyk. The questions now are inevitable. What transformation has Dubois undergone? Is he entering his prime, refining his craft, or simply benefiting from favorable style matchups? To his credit, his recent opponents, Miller, Hrgovic, and most notably Anthony Joshua, are all dangerous in their own ways. Offensive-minded juggernauts, presenting challenges vastly different from Usyk's unique blend of speed, movement, and style archetype.
But the straight, great shot!
To truly grasp the dynamics of his upcoming rematch with Usyk, one must first understand Dubois' fighting style. He's a classic pressure puncher, a physically imposing heavyweight who relies on brute strength and destructive force. While he is technical in his approach, working behind a stiff jab to set his feet before unloading his hammering combinations, his vulnerabilities remain. Dubois thrives when pressing the action, preferring to trade rather than defend, and his defensive lapse, particularly his limited movement, leave openings for more agile, elusive opponents. The question remains, would his new, resurgent Dubois be enough to overcome the stylistic puzzle that is Usyk?
He'll be really heartened from that performance.
So what exactly was it about Dubois' approach that caused so many problems for Hrgovic and Joshua? It wasn't his defense, far from it, but rather his ramming, bulldozing style. As a pressure puncher, Dubois is most dangerous fighting off his front foot, and the foundation of this strategy is his stern, punishing jab. That jab didn't just keep opponents honest, it allowed him to hold his ground and force even the biggest juggernauts back. Against Joshua, this dynamic was especially clear. When Joshua tried to stand his ground, Dubois didn't hesitate to double down, matching power with power, and showing the willingness to take a shot to land a shot. Once Dubois established his dominance, Joshua was forced to respect the threat, often pulling out of range whenever Dubois pressed forward. This proved decisive. Joshua, not known for his quick feet, struggled to pull completely out of range. Each time he pulled out, he had to reset his feet in order to garner enough leverage to throw back, all while Dubois was already hammering away. This positional advantage allowed Dubois to dictate the exchanges, imposing his will with heavy combinations and ultimately breaking through Joshua's defenses. So why wasn't Dubois able to impose his will against Usyk in the same way? The answer, while rather straightforward in theory, is all about execution. It comes down to control of distance and management of range. Dubois is a power puncher, but his foot speed is very limited. To drive home his right cross, he first needs to step in behind his jab. But here's the catch. In an orthodox versus southpaw matchup, the jab becomes one of the most difficult punches to land. The mirror stance creates awkward angles, and both fighters' lead hands are constantly in competition, interfering with each other's rhythm. Usyk, a master of footwork and timing, understood this dynamic perfectly. By neutralizing Dubois' jab, Usyk effectively shut down the entry points for Dubois' power shots, dramatically reducing his offensive opportunities and keeping the fight firmly in his own comfort zone. But how did Usyk manage to neutralize Dubois' jab and control the distance so effectively? The answer lies in his movement and command of the lead jab. Usyk's greatest asset is his footwork. He's not only adept at moving forward and backward, but also excels at lateral movement, allowing him to create angles and fight from various positions.
Just have to take a little cuffing left hook. It wasn't much on the shot, but off. Just feel like Dubois needs to create some doubt.
This means Usyk doesn't need to push Dubois back. Instead, he can simply hold his ground and reposition as needed.
Over the lead guard, or inside the guard there, and that left hand was a really good solid shot. He took it.
In effect, Usyk is always one step ahead, forcing Dubois to chase and set for openings.
Usyk's already put that secondary thought process in his brain now, so that slows him down already.
The picture painted in that ring is of Usyk dominance with that southpaw jab.
And don't aim for the head, that's the moving target, aim for the chest.
The jab plays a crucial role in maintaining this control, as it possesses a constant threat and helps establish ground. Usyk's speed advantage allowed him to beat Dubois to the punch, either leading with the jab, jabbing with his jab, or firing his jab immediately after Dubois' jab. All the while, he uses his jab to create layers of barriers, preventing Dubois from stepping in and setting his feet comfortably. In this way, the jab becomes a deterrent rather than just an offensive weapon.
Here's some of that work from Usyk.
Stance also plays a key role. Usyk adopts a more bladed posture, with his lead shoulder pointed directly at Dubois' chest, maximizing his open positioning.
The cuffing right hand from Usyk. Back to that jab and then the straight left.
Whereas Dubois thinks more squared, prioritizing power at the expense of the minute advantages that are so vital in a sport measured by inches and seconds.
When he comes forward, he's waiting for that looping right hand. Bear on the ropes. I don't think it was as hard a shot as it looked. It's a good.
This is where many observers felt Usyk would start to.
Once Usyk managed to pin Dubois in place, the ring became his stage. Dubois' defense is notably weak, and his ability to counter is even more lacking. The situation leaves Dubois with few options, with his feet planted, unable to effectively defend a counter. All Dubois can do is try to exchange punches when Usyk steps in. Usyk is fully aware of this dynamic, and he lets shots off quickly and exits, never lingering in the pocket longer than necessary. Usyk understands that he only needs to be cautious of Dubois' right cross and right hook, always mindful of his positioning. Usyk keeps his head off the center line, always away from Dubois' line of attack from the straight cross. He focuses on ranged attacks and long hooks, maintaining a distance that keeps him clear of range of Dubois' primary weapons.
Shots, but they're all shots that are just emptying your tank. Got a double jab here, Dubois. See the single jabs, he's just going to counter.
Whether Dubois stands at the threshold of his prime, or Usyk finds himself on the far side of his own, the path to victory for Dubois demands a transformation, a departure from the patterns of the first encounter. Confidence may be his companion now, but mere bravado will not suffice. He must enter a demon, bite down on his mouthpiece, and find a way to force Usyk onto his back foot. For Dubois, there is no hope in a battle fought at distance, nor in yielding ground. Such concessions would spell his end. To overcome a technically schooled boxer, one cannot hope to surpass him at his own game. Outboxing the consummate boxer is a fool's errand. Instead, the challenger must become the storm, embracing chaos, targeting the body, and strangling the champion's strength with ruthless aggression. The fight must be made rough, the rhythm disrupted, the legs worn down. Yet, on the other side stands Usyk, ever the riddle. 23 have sought to unravel his cipher, and 23 have failed. His puzzle remains, for now, unsolved.